What is the Ordning? GameMasters here, and in the new Dungeons & Dragons book, Bigby Presents Glory of the Giants, we are presented with a term called Ordning. But did you know that it actually was spoken about in a much older, advanced Dungeons & Dragons book? Yep, back in 1995, there was a Forgotten Realms book called Giantcraft, and it detailed out exactly what the Ordning was, which I think we can safely say is what will appear in the new Bigby Presents version, albeit probably not word for word. The Ordning is the term spoken in the language of giants that refers to the order. In essence, it defines the pecking order that begins from the tribe's chief and moves all the way down to the lowliest runt. It is not based on classes or castes, but rather upon single individuals. No one is equal in the giant society. There are inferiors and superiors. Various tribes base their Ordning around a different quantity, skill, or commodity that the corresponding giant contributes. For example, among hill giants, the Ordning is based around physical strength and their ability to fart and belch. Frost giants base it around wrestling, reveling, and boasting, whereas stone giants base Ordning on artistic prowess. Regardless of how each member's order is established, once established, it is set in stone. If a giant did attempt to gain status to raise their Ordning, they would have to challenge a superior to a contest. Should the challenger win, the Ordning ranking is swapped with the superior that they bested. Some tribes have rules set in place as to how this can happen. Others have no restrictions at all. Violating the Ordning is considered to be an evil act. For example, if one were to fail to show respect to a superior, or fail to share food with or other resources with a superior, or if one were to refuse to obey a valid order, or even granting an inferior to something that would otherwise be beneath them, violating the Ordning could get a giant exiled, death, or some other form of punishment. One thing that isn't a violation is for you to give this video a thumbs up if you're enjoying it. It helps me to get this video out to more eyes, and if you'd like to give additional support like these guys, I'll leave information down in the description. While a giant is under no obligation to respect the order within its own tribe, if two giants from different tribes of the same species were to meet, they're under no obligation to respect the Ordning of the other's tribe, but not obliging the other's rank is still considered to be a blatant insult. Two giants of different species, however, always ignore their respective intertribal ranks because the various species of giants follow a grand Ordning that ranks species of giants based on how closely they can tie their lineage to the giant's god's Anim Allfather. It breaks down like this. Titans are at the top of the Ordning, followed by storm giants, then cloud giants. Fog giants are next in the pecking order with fire giants under them and frost giants under them. Stone giants come in ranked next with mountain giants under them. Hill giants are next on the Ordning with Ettins ranking under those. Giantkin are next with ogres under them. Now, it's rumored that the Cyclops might rank under ogres in terms of Ordning, but it's difficult to know for sure if the species of Cyclops is even considered to be a giant. Giants don't argue the reasoning, they just can't confirm it, but rather tend to err on the side that they might be giants, just so as to not piss off the giant god Anim, just in case. That's the basics of what the Ordning is. As mentioned, this is how it appeared back in 1995, and I cannot promise that it will translate one-to-one to the new Bigby Presents Giants book, but I cannot see much of a reason that it wouldn't. Well, it is Wizards of the Coast that we're talking about, though, so they may very well just change something just for sake of changing it. In the meantime, be on the lookout for my next video where I detail the giant's god's Anim Allfather and his wife Othea, and describe how the various species of giants came to be. As I've mentioned in past videos, if you want to know more about the giants and the Bigby Presents Glory of the Giants book, be sure to check out this playlist. It's only going to grow as I add more content. What are some odd practices that you can come up with that other tribes of giants may base their Ordning off of? Let me know down in the comments, and until next our paths cross, may you yourself climb the ranks.